And make sure you let me tell them what to write on the card. I'm really
When did something funny happen?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 That 70s Show bloopers.
I'm having popsicle issues.
For this list, we'll be looking at the funniest missteps, gaffes, goofs, and flubs from the set of this groovy sitcom. Is there an outtake that even Kelso would notice we omitted? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Forgotten Lines.
Yeah, and then something else comes after that, I think.
Something so ugly.
Yes, got it.
Sometimes it only takes one person to start it, and the whole scene spirals wildly off track. In this episode, Jackie, Hyde, Kelso, and Brooke plan to go on a double date. Fez wants to comment on the upcoming engagement, but Wilmer Valderrama seemingly forgets where his train of thought is headed.
Forgot my line.
Meanwhile, Eric regresses when Kitty goes overboard, spoiling him while he's working late, much to Donna's frustration. Maybe her anger was so powerful it created a fog in Danny Masterson's mind and led him to blank on his response to Fez. And it's a doozy.
Danny, come on, bro.
I'm ready.
His co-stars are able to prompt him, but it seems to cause everyone involved to corpse for several subsequent takes.
What's past yelling?
It's the dark side of the moon, my friend.
Number 9. Is it serious though, Jackie? We enjoyed watching Jackie and Donna's unlikely friendship blossom throughout the series. And if these outtakes are anything to go by, actresses Mila Kunis and Laura Prepon had a blast off-camera too. Still, there's no denying that their characters are about as different as chalk and cheese. So it's hardly surprising that they can barely get through this scene where Donna asks Jackie to help her be more like her.
Jackie.
Funnier still, a season later, Jackie joins a big sister-like program, but struggles to connect with her new little sis. Instead, Donna steps up only to lose the kid. Despite the seriousness of the situation, both actresses struggle to get through their lines.
Are you gonna help me find her or not? No, I'm sorry. Okay, okay.
Number 8, Red's Rage. Red and Kitty Foreman are arguably the series' golden couple, but their actors aren't exempt from the occasional flub. For instance, in season 5, after being snubbed by her mother, Kitty decides she needs some alone time. But in this blooper, Deborah Jo Rupp freezes after delivering her line, leading us to wonder if she'd been involved in some sort of circle just before. Still, Topher Grace's response is priceless.
Mom, you're flipping out.
A few episodes later, while chewing Eric and Donna out over their California trip, Kurtwood Smith seemingly gets so swept up in Red's anger that he forgets where his rant's heading.
This!
The audience revels in the gaffe, and he cheerfully rides that wave. Number 7, Eric's Freakout Flub. In this season 6 episode, Donna realizes she's accidentally skipped a day of her contraceptive pill. In the take that made the final cut, the couple starts to flip out, practically positive that this can only mean that Donna's now definitely pregnant. Their freakout is hilarious, although Donna still finds time for a savage burn.
I don't know what you call it, but it's the same every time.
It's a pretty hilarious scene, and it's hard to imagine it getting any funnier. Well, until you watch this outtake, that is. It looks like Topher Grace is so engulfed by Eric's panic that he's forgotten his lines.
Oh God, I forgot my line.
In all fairness, if we were in Eric and Donna's shoes, we might also be at a loss for words. Number 6, For the Record. Hyde and Kelso's roughhousing was a running gag throughout the series.
That's invisible!
In this season 5 episode, Kelso's determined to make Hyde feel as bad as he did when he caught him kissing his ex-girlfriend Jackie. To prevent tradition from repeating, Kelso prepares to fight Hyde, shielded by a pair of goggles. Well, at least his eyes are safe.
Try to get my eye now!
In the blooper, however, the sight of an angry Kelso in the eyewear, tossing Hyde's record, proves too funny for the actors to bear. We see several takes where the duo starts laughing before anyone can utter a word. It's quite the spectacle, but very amusing. Number 5. Bad props. How does the saying go? Don't work with animals, children, or props? Okay, maybe not the last one, but these bloopers prove that sometimes inanimate objects can be the most unpredictable, especially in the hands of Michael Kelso. During cadet training, the bullhorn he's unnecessarily speaking into suddenly gets a mind of its own. In another Season 6 episode, his beverage steals the shot.
Rock and roll never dies.
First, it opens a tad too explosively, and the second time, he loses his grip on it.
Rock and roll never dies.
However, the funniest moment is in the following episode where he has popsicle issues. Although, is it just us, or does the accident somehow make Donna's subsequent dialogue even funnier?
Maybe she's embarrassed. You know, she's used to dating really brainy guys.
Number 4. No pinching.
Fez, you cannot pinch my boyfriend.
Ow!
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 The typically self-centered Jackie jumps to her boyfriend's defense after Fez pinches him, possibly in retaliation for a cruel prank. This leads to a hilarious pinching fit between Jackie and Fez, who throw themselves into the gag, getting more and more, let's say, selective with their target body parts. Kunis gets the last shot, mostly because it would be wildly inappropriate for Valderrama to reciprocate. Not that the idea doesn't cross his mind. By the end, Kunis is a giggling mess. Meanwhile, where did Hyde go? It's perhaps one of the funniest That 70s Show bloopers, but sadly, not even a smidge of it made it into the episode that ultimately aired. Number 3. This show ain't free. This Season 6 episode delivered a moment so hilariously iconic that it even got a callback in the 2023 That 90s Show spinoff.
I don't know what you heard, but this show ain't free.
Fez temporarily moves in with the Foremans while the INS inspects his and Lori's marriage. Red discovers this new arrangement when he overhears Fez singing in the shower. You might wonder how they got through the scene without laughing. Well, they didn't. And we have the outtakes to prove it. After several takes ruined by Valderrama breaking character, the Red actor ups the hilarity by pretending to disrobe and join his co-star in the shower. We imagine that show would definitely not be free. Number 2. Kitty gets her groove on. There's no denying that Kitty is the heart of the golden couple that is the Foremans. The typically wholesome matriarch unleashes her wild side when the ladies head to a strip club for Donna's bachelorette party. In one of the funniest moments, we see her dance enthusiastically in front of a stripper doing one-arm push-ups. In the take that aired, you can see Kunis openly laughing uncontrollably as she witnesses the spectacle. But believe it or not, the blooper's even funnier. Rupp breaks everyone, including herself. We only wish they'd left it all in because it's hysterical. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kelso stumbles over the table. Kelso is incredibly accident-prone, but luckily, Ashton Kutcher was happy to dive into all sorts of physical comedy. He even had the bruises to prove it. However, there's one particular klutzy Kelso moment from the Season 1 Christmas episode that occurred by total happenstance. The actor was meant to jump over the sofa to talk to Eric's big sister Lori, but as he does, he accidentally slams his shins into the table. We see Rupp turn to inspect the commotion, while Lisa Robin Kelly can't help but laugh. Fortunately, this wasn't out of character for any of them, and they just kept going. During the show's 100th episode special, Kutcher admitted that he was thrilled they'd kept it in.
I remember watching the episode and going, that's awesome.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.